Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to the Biafran families and good morning to the world. I welcome you all to another episode of Chief of Staff, or rather you can refer her as the Deputy Prime Minister of the Biafra government, Dr. Ngozi Oraibeze. There was an interview she granted yesterday to one of the reputable activists that even the world is talking about him. It will not take much of your time, or rather, I will not take much of your time. I would like us to just calm down to listen to him. Don't forget to, I still remain your one and only Ukuro One Nation. I'm reporting from the platform of Okute Daily Talk 2, where we have the finest conversations of anything that got to do with the Biafran government, both in homeland and in Finland. Everything that got to do with the Nigerian government, both home and abroad, and every shenanigan that is happening within and outside the Biafra territory. Here, I always speak to you the undiluted truth about anything. I don't even care what people said. Some are calling me big head now because I'm telling the truth. The world don't want the truth. Dero Farotimi now is suffering because he is speaking the truth, and he don't have a godfather. That's the more reason why Dele Farotimi is being humiliated. So I will not be surprised tomorrow if they humiliate me. The next news you are going to expect, to reveal the names of DOS who traveled all the way from Nigeria to Finland to go and submit petition. It will be our next video loading. After this video, then there comes another video. After the Kobo came out now to open all their Ike, he said it in a live video. I'm going to play the sound for everybody to hear it. That the part of the people who submitted the petition to the Finland government, they don't do it online. They traveled all the way by ticket, being sponsored by some political individuals in the southeast to go and submit a petition against Simon Ekpa and against the Biafra redegradation that have already happened. So for you to know that the forces we are fighting for are not external forces, but internal forces, just as I said in my previous videos. What we Igbos are fighting for are internal forces. If an Igbo man happens to be the one who went to UK to go and submit that letter from a Sunday Igboho to the Parliament of UK, by now, all the whole Igbos would have ganged up and look for that person's head. Not an outsider. That is the problem. That is the next video you are going to expect. We are going to open the whole secret in plain black and white, and everybody will see it. Anyway, let us back to the main business of the day. Ngozi Oraibeze have been interviewed, and it is very, very, her utterances have been filtered. This woman is something else. I repeat, this woman is something else. If you are talking about the person who can march into the shoe of Simon Ekpa to continue from where he stopped, or who can march into the shoe of Nnamdi Kanu to continue from where they stopped, my dear, Ngozi Oraibeze is that woman. You are not far from you are not far from the truth. She will do the work, even perfectly. I'm not saying that all these ones have been forgotten. I'm not saying that all their legacy have been forgotten. I'm not saying that they have backed out. Nothing. When a king has been given birth in another community or kindred, then in other kindred, other kings are also being given birth. Yes. That is the simple truth. Ngozi Oraibeze, have been ordained to take over the mantle of leadership, pending on when Simon Ekpa will be available. So I urge you, who still remain steadfast, who still believe in the ideology of Biafrans, to do what? To accord him or accord her that respect. We are going to go live again today. Another live is loading, where we will schedule a Zoom meeting that is going to take place tomorrow with Ngozi Chukwu Orabueze. The link will be shared on that my live video. So please stay tuned. As we listen to her, after that, we go straight to the comment section. That is where the real message is, and where we are going to dissect what our people think concerning this interview. Don't forget, we still have the messages of Afon Jazz, and we're going to read them all to let them know that we are seeing their messages and we have the antidote to whatever they are planning or whatever they are commenting. Yes, because they know comments and messages goes viral very, very easy. Some people like me, sometimes I don't listen to messages. I jump direct to the comment section. That is where the real conversation is. So let us listen to our dear chief of staff, or rather the deputy prime minister of Biafra government, Ngozi Chukwu Orabueze. And after that, then we dissect the comment section to know what our people think concerning this matter. Don't forget, like, share, comment, and make sure that this video goes viral. Keep on subscribing. Without you, there will be no Kute Daily Talk. Oh yeah, let us go.
The state of Biafra is not dependent on Nigerian government. Let me make that clear. The self-determination of a people does not depend on the perpetrator of the crime. Nigerian government was fully aware of all the criminal activities that the state was performing in the Biafra territory.
Yes.
So to answer that, we have our international lawyers, we have our local lawyers that are working on that post-declaration, and they'll be issuing the appropriate papers to the appropriate quarters in regards to and in respect to the full independence of the United States of Biafra. Yes, they are working on that, but is there something Nigerian government must approve for Biafra? No, they do not have the power. So that's the answer to that. The second one is that the Biafrans decided to declare on the 29th of November, based on some of the security reports we had when we were in Finland, and also based on the unpredictability of anybody or anywhere, based on what they did to our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, the Nigerian government went to Kenya and forcefully extradited Nnamdi Kanu to the DSS dungeon in Nigeria. And why are they still holding him in Nigeria today? Despite even United Nations have told them to leave him. Despite about 2-3 courts in Nigeria have told them to leave him. Have they done that? So Nigeria is a lawless state. They don't follow the rule of law. They don't obey the laws. So anybody expecting Nigeria to say anything good about Biafra or conform to laws, I think the person needs to have everything. So we decided to change that day based on the security report we got and based on the best interest of Biafra. That was why we moved it from the previous day to November 29th. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you take over from there. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, our special guest Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi, he's allowed me to call her that. Ms. Olaiviko will bringing you updates. Now we're having a special time with her for her to now give us some information pertaining to what the United States of Biafra is all about, so that the world as a whole will know. But let me quickly read some of the comments that have come through. Dorothy Anthony saying that, good morning, my honorable chief of staff. And Francis Oke saying Biafra is our nation in Dubwisi. Just bear with me. Onyenso says, thanks to my COS, Dr. Ngozi, and then also Chizoma is saying, all hail Biafra. Dorothy Anthony goes further to say, welcome Biafrans all over the world. Stay strong and resolute. God is in control and will lead us to the end. Thanks to me, Dragon Lady, COS, and then Naira Frank says also, good morning to all of us there. And in Dubilsi is also. So let the comments come through. I'll do my best to see as the program goes on to read more of it. But Star Radio, okay. Now, Dr. Ngozi, let me come to one of the things that some want to talk about recognition, where I'm looking at. Basil, good morning to you as well. Now, we don't need Nigeria per se to say that they will recognize you, but you need the international community to say, like we have the UK, we have the US, we have some of the other countries. I don't know whether Finland even is in support of you. Okay, so we that's where Yomi was asking that question from. That apart from the federal government, whatever they do, because we know that they are just trying to hold you people together, whether you like it or not. But do you think that you need? Let me quickly bring that one in. I think sometime in November, is it November, October, when yourself and Dr.
Do you capture that phrase? That what the government of Nigeria is doing is to make sure that Biafra stay with them, whether we like it or not. Whether we, in fact, it is against our right. Whether, if you like, let them trample and march on top of our heads, that we must stay together with them. That's exactly the caption that this guy used. I hope you captioned that. This guy is not an Igbo man, or maybe probably an Igbo man but born in London. So this conversation took place in United Kingdom. Very soon, BBC, CNN, whether they like it or not, they must interview the Biafra government officials or cabinet to hear their own side of the story. That's the simple truth. And the most happiest part of it is that the chief of staff, Ngozi Chukwuorabeze, she represented us very well. All the whole questions being asked, I mean, she answered it in top notch. As she was speaking, I remember when Mazen Namdekano had a one-on-one conversation with Dele Mamudu, where Mazen Namdekano lectured Dele Mamudu, and he was dumbfounded. A journalist, for that matter, who have a newspaper. I mean, who have a media house. Yes, that's exactly what happened here. Let us continue listening to Dr. Ngozi Chukwuorabeze, the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra government.
Sunday, Adeyomi Igboho went to number 10 Downing Street to present a letter to the government of the UK. So virtually saying that you need to recognize us, you need to listen to us.
On the 12th of October.
12th of October. Thank you very much. So have you done anything of the sort? No, we know that some people, some individuals in the US came to the Finland conference. However, has there been any statement from the US or any of the countries around the world to say we support this quest, or we need to look into it?
Again, like I said before, we are in communication with our allies. I'm not going to start mentioning the names of the countries here, but I promise you, like I said, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set most of these things in place even before the incident, even before our declaration. And the attorneys involved, they are working day and night to bring the necessary documents to the right tables and all that. So we just have to give them time to do their job, and then we will continue to use the other aspects which we have already established in our nation to continue to protect our citizens from the terrorist state of Nigeria, and continue to work closely with our attorneys that are working with our allies. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Olakule, hey, good morning to you. I hope you are doing very well. So God bless you, the United States of Biafra, and Yoruba nation. No going back. Basil Chiwoke says, never you back down. Ma, keep it up. So yes, and then Godfrey Ezenwasi, our lioness, right on. So we're doing our best to bring you everything that has been captured there, but continue to post your comments there. Those that will be able to read them. But one other question that someone is asking here is that should the federal government in Nigeria say, we want to give you a chance to have a referendum, would that satisfy you so that we have your community saying that, look, this is it. Do we want self-actualization, or our own independence, having our own country, or we still want to belong to the big Nigeria? What do you think?
You remember that we already had a self-referendum. We had our votes. Biafrans have said their votes were over 15 million Biafrans have agreed to exit Nigeria. They conducted different polls. And like I said, the Monday sit at home, which is ongoing right now, is also part of that referendum, where Biafrans have categorically stated they do not want to be part of Nigeria. So that has already been done, and there are several reports by the ORB, the Council of the Emerging States in Africa. Most of them have confirmed that self-referendum as legitimate. And based on that and all the factors that Biafrans have taken, our Prime Minister have instituted, we've been able to declare our independence. The documents are there. The people have spoken, and there's just nothing that's going to be done about that again. We have, even before our Prime Minister and our leader Nnamdi Kanu come to this, we've been trying to beg the Nigerian government that we need a referendum vote in the Biafra territory. We've requested that for many, many years. Over the past, we've constantly, even at a point, I know our leader Nnamdi Kanu was even, trying to see if the Biafra region we can rule ourselves, but they refused. So all the things we put in place, we followed every peaceful means to make sure that Biafra becomes a full-fledged state. And remember, Biafra was a state between 1967 and 1970. Mm-hmm. So it's not as if there's something new that we are doing. We are just declaring that state. Now, giving more information to world leaders on what happened that time, the injustices, the marginalization, the way Nigerian government comes in and hire terrorists to come and kill us. Some of the information that the international world leaders have right now, they do not have it in the past. Some of you know that even as of 2 years ago, when Nigerian government banned Twitter, there's suppression of the press in Nigeria. So most of the things that the world leaders have seen now, most congressmen and women have seen right now, they didn't see that in 1967 to 1970.
Yeah.
So that is why that era of trying to do regional is gone. We've done that by ourselves. We determine we're going to rule ourselves. We're going to follow up with our attorneys that are putting the right papers in the right desk, and there's just no going there. As it stands right now, anything Nigeria, military in uniform or police, they are occupying a sovereign land. They are occupying a foreign land. And I just wish that they leave any Biafran territory immediately. They should leave immediately, because Biafra right now is a sovereign United States of Biafra. Is an independent.
And I share about this video. Are you sharing the video? Man, this woman, in fact, I don't know whether I should call her a girl, a woman, or a lady. This woman don't off me completely. Biafrans are intellectuals. Very, very intellectuals. After this video, I will play another sound for you. We are a governor of a state. It pains me that state happens to be from our own side, though. Cannot be able to pronounce the 2025 appropriation bill that she brought before the House of Assembly. 650 billion, 750 billion. My goodness, what is wrong with Nigeria? This is why the international community are laughing at them. This is why Kemi Badenoch said I can never associate myself with this kind of people. When Shetima are busy calling people that their own government made, you call Mark Zuckerberg, how much American government give Mark Zuckerberg? What about Jeff Bezos? How much did they give them? What about the one you're hearing about, the world richest, Elon Musk? How much the government supported them? It is like you are calling. Do you know how their government are trying hard to make sure that they become somebody? But they want somebody who went out there, labor day and night, work on their own to become what they are, and you want them to acknowledge you as their country. I'm very, very proud of that Kemi Badenoch, who said Nigeria should go to blazes. He didn't make me, I made myself, and want me to acknowledge you or to have anything to do with your government simply because my root is from Nigeria. I give that lady thumbs up. A lot of people can even deny Nigeria, even before their face. That's why you see a lot of people coming and tell you that I regret to be a Nigerian. But Americans will come and tell you, God bless America, before they say anything. He said, God bless America, because America is a kind of country, when they see your talent, they will give you money. They have already seen the years that this thing is going to bring to their economy. That's why you see they have more billionaires than any other country. But look at your country. The only place we can count our billionaires is in government houses, not individuals. Because individuals are self-made.
Independent nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. I'll go back to Yomi, but before then, Educate Vincent says, right on my CEO, COS, my apologies, we Biafrans are solidly behind you. We love you so much. Maxwell Dan says, we are strongly behind you, COS. David Okechukwu Israel says, I love you so much, my Deputy Prime Minister. COS Airborne Ben Ogu says, my COS, thank you for what you are doing for United States of Biafra. Omabalaji says, God bless Dr. Ngozi. God bless Mr. Aji and Mr. Koiki there as well. Thank you very much. I say Tinubu's only achievement is being the last zoological president before Biafra redeclaration and restoration. And let's go. Summer TV, good morning to you. Antonia, Dorothy, Anthony, good morning to you as well. Let your comments come through. Nelson Mark, good morning to you all there. Now, let me come back to Yomi if he has got some more information there. Over to you, Yomi.
Yeah, thank you so much. Quite a lot of concern from different sectors of the indigenous people or those back in Nigeria after, the 40 state, and this is even before, the PM, was, invited, and just prior before the declaration, we saw, some of the statements mentioned. Some of these individuals linked with Biafra are rejecting being part of Biafra. What are you going to do to resolve these? We're talking about, those that are coming out to say, look, we don't want to be part of Biafra, but it seems that Biafra have taken part of what is not theirs. And I want you to clarify that. And is this the same mistake from what quarters are saying that played out, in the past when, other part of what is not Biafra was taken? Maybe you might want to help us to clarify, because quite a lot of concern is coming from the 40 states. Dr. Ngozi Oragweze, the Chief of Staff on the Star Radio UK network this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Koki. And I can tell you, as far as Biafra states, the 40 states are concerned, there's no problem from the 40 states. And anybody that approaches you and says that this part is not supposed to be Biafra, this part is not supposed.
Listeners, just bear with us. Yeah, go on. Go on. Dr. Ngozi, please go on. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go on, please.
Hello?
Yes, please. We can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. As I was saying, all I can do is whoever has to give the information that this part of Biafra is not for us or that part of Biafra belongs to him, all I can do is to invite the people from that particular state where that person is making noise about. If somebody says maybe Urobo Isoko is not part of Biafra or Igala state is not part of Biafra, during the next interview, I'm going to invite the administrators of those states or maybe the Urobo.
So that is it. This woman have already made us proud. This single interview have put Biafra at the world map, at the global recognition. Not until they begin to call out, my brother, in the minds of the world powers, in the mouth of the people who are controlling the affairs of the whole world, they have rated Biafra top notch. Where do we get these brains? It is inbuilt. It is God-given brain. I want us to listen to another video before we continue with the messages we have for my people. This one is coming from the governor of Edo State. Take a look and listen to him.
The Edo State 2025 appropriation bill of 605 billion 76 million.
Apologies. I beg what, don't forgive me. I beg what, I compare governor of a state, governor of a whole state. Edo State is old enough is big enough to become a country of its own. There is some island that don't even have population of Edo State. Edo State runs into millions, if not 3 to 4 million inhabitants. Edo State is old enough. There are some islands that even the population is 650,000. There are some 550,000. Edo State and Finland, maybe a little bit, but if they take the census of Edo State, I'm very sure Edo State will surpass Finland in population. Look at their governor, and then you have listened to the voice of just chief of staff or deputy prime minister.
76. Let me take it again. 506 billion. 605 billion, sorry. 776 billion. Sorry. It's confusing me. Okay.
Chibo,
6.
I don't feel laugh.
Sorry. 6.
Order the house, please. Mr. Speaker must be very silent, please.
It's all right. But I don't hear and finish. Governor of a state. I'm very, very sure that this guy never even break chalk for one day. This Monday, Opopolo never break chalk for one day. You can as well quote me right. During the time of campaigning, they called this guy to come and answer some questions. They shaded him. They said he need to talk. Okay, now, why is he not presenting this bill in a Edo language? Because that buffalo, there's one buffalo in Edo. I think that one is chairman of APC in Edo State. That man that looked like Caro White. If you see why this man was busy defending this illiterate buffoon, that you need to organize if you want to. And the Rufa was asking him, so if you want to interact with the people, investors who came to invest, are you still going to look for somebody to come and speak for him? The man couldn't ask the question. Look at the embarrassment. Look at the embarrassment that this guy have caused to a whole country, because the door is enough to become a country of its own. Common figures, this guy couldn't say it is confusing him. At a point, he said 650 billion. He didn't read the other characters, and they clap for him. It is not his fault. People are there clapping for this high height of hypocrisy. And they will tell me, this one now, if you present this one now, I'm presenting Ngozi Orabweze, they will choose him because he belongs to APC. Here are the comments I beg before we round up this show. Ibokwe Onyeji Ocha said, to answer your last question, that is to the interviewer, Mr. Koiki, I will use Nigeria as a case study. How many human beings from Nigeria believe in and accept Nigeria as their country? Not up to half, except those benefiting from the corruption that, but that didn't stop the existence of Nigeria. You see the question? Domi Okeke said, my most beautiful number 1 COS. Congratulations to you. Ride on. All hell Biafra. He said, Josie Ndim Ka Oha. Please, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, was not extradited from Kenya. Rather, he was kidnapped and extraordinarily renditioned to to Nigeria. Point of correction to the interviewer. Moving forward, Emeka Bika said, my COS, you are very, very sound. Carry on, and Biafra is here. We are behind you. Carry on. This interview is superb. You are really on point. She nailed it. Kenny Chinedu said, the Iron Lady of Biafra, keep on doing us proud. Mane Ugo, in bracket, sit at home. True Biafrans, listen to this interview and tell me you are not proud of your touch Biara. It is people who have seen what is in her is fighting her. Don't allow her to stay on there, because even when she was giving the speech on 29th of November, my brother, the voice and how she sounded, it sent a very wrong signal to the enemies that even when we are thinking that we have captured them, another viper have emanated from nowhere. That is why you see, they put confusion. And from the information I'm gathering now, that confusion that have been initiated, that have been infiltrated into the cabinet, is from Bianco Juku, alleged. That is what I'm hearing, alleged. I'm not quite clear, but I will investigate. Alleged. They use Bianco Juku to infiltrate the cabinet of Biafra government. Alleged. I'm not sure about it, but I will put my ears on the ground. When I found out it is true, then we all have to gather in a live video and disown that so-called Bianco Juku. That is how I will put it. It is alleged. So don't quote me out of context. It is alleged. Kenechuku is the chief of staff. You are doing absolutely good. Udete said, great job indeed, my beautiful soul. Able Deputy Prime Minister, COS, at Ngozi Chukwu Orabweze. Biafrans are proud of you. And we have Peter going to say, Deputy K, you are there. All of Onamumu. Okay, Deputy K. Okay, oh. Ted Phillips said, interviewer is fire. Kudos to Atongozi Orabweze, a born to the whole world. Okay, said, full video, please. My dear, that is the full video. What full video are you looking for again? Or you can go to Koiki platform. You can as well find whatever you're looking for there. Indos last one said, this woman, Atongozi Orabweze, is intelligent. Let me know is intelligent. Much love, mom. Papi said, you people never ready. Edo, Cross River, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, even River State, all of them, you will need to fight them to join Biafra. You can't force them. Can you? No, my brother, nobody's forcing anybody. If they say they don't want to join, fine and good. We have all it takes to become a country of our own. So why are we disturbing ourselves? Biafra is Cameroon, Ghana, and even South Africa joined together in population. So what are we saying? I beg my people, I don't want to read more, so let us end it here. I'm coming back again with another video of Asari Dokubo, where he exposed the DOS who went to Finland to submit the petition in person. They not online. They went there to submit that petition in person to the local police that called Simon Ekpa for questioning. DOS did it. The news is out there. When I don't say Asari Dokubo, he mouth the leak. He can never hide. Even if that thing, I'm very, very sure that this thing is a secret, which he is involved in writing that petition. Asari Dokubo is involved, but his mouth the leak. If you do anything with you, you pay him money, remain 1 naira. Asari Dokubo will come out and split everything before the general public. That is the problem the that old man have. I be the 70 years old man. That is the problem he has. So I'm very sure he is complicit in that petition. And I'm very sure he wrote also his own petition. Because these are the forces that we are fighting for. Not because we want to just to belong to the Biafran, but because he is benefiting from the insecurity in the southeast through his Ebubago boys. Unknown gunmen, actually the world know about them. Yes, he is aware of it. But notwithstanding, we are going to succeed. We are going to surpass all of them. I'm very, very happy that all will be alive to see what will happen at the end of all these shenanigans. So, my people, until I come your way again, my name is Sidiman Amanda. Please like, share, comment, and make sure that this video go viral. I will be happy to see this video get up to at least 50,000 views. Okay, Messiano, my wonderful people. Okay,